What's good, everybody? It is a Super Triple JT here, and it looks like we gotta do another one of these Naruto videos because I don't know, I guess Naruto started being on my mind more recently, and I want to bring up an old topic I used to have back in my freshman year about how Naruto should have ended up with Sakura at the end of Shippuden. Okay, calm down. You don't need to get mad right now. Calm down. Let me give you my explanation of why. I'm gonna try as hard as I can to not be biased because I always, ever since I was a little kid, to want this ship to happen. So I'm gonna give you my reasoning why Naruto should have married Sakura. Before I start, I'd like to say a couple things. Well, first of all, Kishimoto has lied multiple times throughout the series and even to this day about what route he was originally going to go with in Naruto. He stated before that he's always planned for Naruto and Hinata to be a couple, which contradicts what he said in 2015 during New York Comic Con, where he said he decided this choice in the middle of the series. Second of all, I 100% understand why he got married to Hinata. I'm not going to denounce anything or even shit on their relationship. I'm just going to state the facts, what happened over the series that basically made my opinion and why I would have preferred if Naruto did end up with Sakura. So let's get this started. So we all know that Naruto's always had the fattest crush on Sakura since the beginning of the series and maybe all the way to the end of the 4th grade ninja war. And some of you might argue for this, but he even stated himself when Minato came back from the dead.
So, are you Naruto's girlfriend?
Huh? Yeah, I guess you could say that.
You shut your trap! Don't waste your energy talking!
And with this long story arc that we had, I expected these two characters to change. And that did happen. In the beginning of Shippuden, you could see that Naruto has changed a little bit, that he is less annoying and gotten more mature. And you could see that in the beginning of Shippuden where Sakura's blushing and really shocked that he ended up this way. But obviously Naruto had to be a freaking idiot again and had to ruin the whole entire moment. And you could see throughout the series how they felt about each other.
You like Sakura, don't you?
What?
I saw it in a book. That one tends to smile when they're with someone they love. Around Sakura, you're like that. Have you told her?
How can I? After all, I'm the guy who couldn't even keep a promise to her.
And exactly what do you know about Naruto anyway? Sure, Naruto's not the brightest guy, he's clumsy, he goofs off, and he's a bird brain. But no one will surprise you more than him. He's saved our butts more times than I can even count. Every time someone expects him to fail, he proves them wrong. That's who Naruto Uzumaki is. And if you're his teammate, you'll remember that!
And because they were both in the same team, I suspected that they basically saw each other almost every day. So my mind just kept thinking that, yeah, it's probably gonna happen just because how much they know about each other and then how they feel about each other with all the dialogue that's said. Plus, it's basically a huge parallel between Minato and Kushina.
She kind of reminds me a bit of Kushina.
And Jiraiya and Tsunade, and I know that Jiraiya and Tsunade did not really end up with each other, but how they felt towards each other, it was kind of like a lovey-dovey thing. And I do have to say the final nail of the coffin will have to be at the end of the paint arc where everyone was celebrating Naruto. On the side note, the whole Leaf Village are fake ass alright, and then Sakura appeared and knocked him in the head and made this whole hug really dramatic, and I thought, oh, okay, this is the route that it's gonna go. Obviously I was wrong, but I hope you all understand where I was coming from with this. But it doesn't matter, the whole series went downhill after that moment and all the writing went bad to every character, but I'm not gonna rant about that. Y'all want to hear about that? You could go watch my rewriting Naruto video where I explain more of how I felt about the entire series after the paint arc. Side note, I always hated the scene from the last.
ねえ、昔さ、あんた、私のこと好きだって言ってた。でもあれ、 私がサスケくんを好きだからでしょ。サスケくんに負けたくなくて。
Cause Naruto was simping Sakura for so long now, and just downplaying it into it was just a rivalry between Naruto and Sasuke was kind of dumb and ridiculous. But I guess some of you did enjoy my rewrite on Naruto video, so I'm basically gonna give you my rewrite, I guess, of how I would have done this whole relationship or whatever. Alright, let's just pretend everything is the same, all the way to the point where Sakura caught up to Naruto and she says the magical words,
I love you.
and his reaction will still be exactly the same. Be like, no, you still like Sasuke, okay? And you know, Sakura will leave, trap Naruto, and she'll start crying, and it's gonna be for basically a different reason now, as if she is being honest this time. So she catches up to Sasuke, and she actually attacks Sasuke, not this whole hesitation and whatever. And she actually attacks Sasuke, and that gives her more of character development and saying that she's not the same little girl that she was in the beginning of the series. So they do some kind of fight, no matter the case may be. It could be literally a knockoff Kakashi and Sasuke fight. It'll be very similar. And unfortunately, Sakura has to lose this fight. She has to, because it has to reenact this scene of how Minato saved Kushina. This scene has to happen. Whatever, later on they confess, and then they just start dating. That's just it. They just start dating right there. And they don't get enough time to, because that's when the war starts. And the war plays out the same still. And then this scene will happen later in the war.
君はナルトの彼女かな？
まあそんな感じ。あんたは黙ってなさい。喋る体力も温存。
Just to add a little bit of humor in this. Sorry to anyone who doesn't speak Japanese. I know that looked really dumb. And the rest of the war will still play out the same. And the feature film that's gonna happen at the end of this series will be establishing their relationship, plus give something about Sakura that we didn't know about, maybe like a secret clan or whatever, just to focus on her the most. But just like the last, this is just gonna establish the relationship. But that will be the end of the video. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and tell me in the comments down below, how do you feel? Do you wish that Naruto and Sakura also ended up together like I do? Or are you really happy that he ended up with Hinata? Or do you wish that he ended up with any other character in the series? I would really like to know. Tell me in the comments down below. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm out. Deuces.